Have you ever felt directionless, like you're adrift at sea? Everything is going fine until it wasn't. Maybe you remember when you made a course change, or maybe you can't. All you know is that your boat is rocking and a long way from shore. Perhaps you're seeking the peace of still waters, but you've begun to question if they even exist at all. We've all been there. Disappointment, heartache, disillusionment, and it can take a toll on your soul. No matter how far you may have drifted from God at this moment, He's near, closer than your next breath. As we listen attentively to our lives and our story, we begin to see the reality of God's presence. From our greatest joys to seasons of deep despair. Sometimes, well, maybe most times, we're just moving too fast to reflect on our story. Life often feels like an improv where we're responding to what's being thrown at us, and it looks anything but control or purposeful. We haven't a clue what listening to our lives or reflecting on our story looks like, or that there's even value in that exercise. I have been there. Well, in fact, that's been my life. Writing Drawn became an exercise in listening to my story and those around me. Just slowing down, opening my eyes to see God's fingerprint on my story and feel His love and presence in unexpected ways. Capturing my story felt a bit like working out an undeveloped muscle. It was difficult and honestly uncomfortable at first. Habits that I had to develop. It wasn't easy, and there were some things that were just tough to relive, places in my story that I really didn't want to go. But Drawn is a reminder of the hope you have in Christ without denying your pain and doubts or ignoring the challenges that have come your way. If you only know me casually, some of the twists and turns of these stories might surprise you. But God isn't surprised or discouraged by our mistakes or darkest moments. Often, these are the stories that resonate most. Because when others see us walk through struggles, they begin to believe that healing is possible for them as well. By developing a practice of listening and reflecting, I've come to feel God's presence within me each step going forward. Drawn is an atypical book. I don't claim to be an expert. My goal is not to get more knowledge or life hacks into your brain. It's more like taking a walk with a friend, or maybe sitting by the fire and sharing stories, and then asking together, what do you think this means? Where do you see God's presence in this story? The reality is that the Lord is always on your shore with a miracle to perform, a sustenance to supply, and a mission to commission.